She contacted the man she owed money to, and they came up with a plan. Eupora and Eric returned to his apartment around 4 a.m. Once they got inside the apartment, Eupora opened up a window and texted the man she owed money the address and instructions on how to find the marijuana. When the man entered the apartment, he confronted Eric in the bedroom and shot him multiple times.
What? How you go from stealing the loud to murder?
My baby daddy got the weakest ops.
He just keeps coming home alive and untouched. And he snitched on half of y'all, and he robbed half of y'all.
He is not located in 4250 North Kimball. Bernardo's ops would come after him. On March 17, 2024, Bernardo was on his front porch when two masked men on foot confronted him and pulled out their guns.
That's crazy.
They shot 5 times in
That's
the chest.
crazy, bro.
The shooters then fled the scene on foot and drove away in a white SUV.
That's crazy,
At the time
bro. That's crazy, bro. CHIRAQ'S most deadly backdoor females is a crazy title, gang. Do your homework on Backdoor. Do your homework on female backdoorians. Let's get into it.
Sometimes the people we trust the most are the ones we should fear. In a city like Chicago, you can't trust anyone.
Nah, for real.
Just
though.
because
That's
a girl has a pretty face doesn't mean there's not a demon living within her.
Oh God.
In today's video,
well, they ain't got
we'll
no pretty
breaking
faces. Ooh. I ain't gonna lie.
down 3 wild stories of women that betrayed the trust of the men in their lives and set them up to be killed. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
They ain't even look cute. Woman number 1, Eupora Jackson. Lord have mercy.
Our first story covers a woman named Eupora Jackson. Eupora was from Chicago, Illinois. More specifically, the Englewood neighborhood. She was a shady character and would steal from people.
Oh yeah.
One day, she stole from the wrong person.
She looked crazy as hell.
Eupora stole a gun from a man, and once the man found out, he wanted repayment. Eupora would eventually come up with an evil plan to pay off her debt. While living a double life, Eupora was dating a man named Eric Hamilton. She knew that Eric kept a decent amount of marijuana in his apartment, and she knew it was enough to repay her debt. She contacted the man she owed money to, and they came up with a plan. On July 26, 2019, Eupora and Eric returned to his apartment around 4 a.m. after attending a party with friends. Once they got inside the apartment, Eupora opened up a window and texted the man she owed money the address and instructions on how to find the marijuana in the back room. When the man entered the apartment, he confronted Eric in the bedroom and shot him multiple times.
What? How you go from stealing the loud to murder? How you get there, bro? How did you get there? You said you was finna break in here. Why? First of all, this stupid. This is all types of fucked up.
Including in the forehead.
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you will ever make in your life. FreeCash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on FreeCash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to FreeCash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
Eupora heard Eric still making noises after he had been shot, so she grabbed a pillow and covered his face with it. She then stole the marijuana with her accomplice and fled the scene. At some point after the murder, she posted to her Facebook account that she was selling a 9mm handgun.
No, she didn't sell the nigga gun, and it's loud after she backdoored him. I can't do this, folks. Some of this shit is just like crazy. Like, it's too crazy, folks. Some of it is just too insane. Some of it is just too crazy, folks. And when I hear it, this shit scares me, folks. It scares me. We need a goddamn intervention, folks. She insane. Do your homework on Insane. We just reacted to the other crazy bitch talking about some she smoked the boyfriend in the car. Now, this bitch then took it to a whole nother level, folks. Do your homework on levels to this. Meek Mill.
The weapon that killed Eric was a 9mm handgun. Her behavior led police to suspect her, and she was eventually arrested. Eupora confessed everything to the police, and she was charged with first-degree murder. She was ultimately sentenced to 25 years in prison. A debt from an unnecessary situation.
She look crazy as hell. Why not? This just me. I'm not no genius. What the hell is this on my goddamn shirt? Oh, it's my chains tangled. I ain't no genius, folks. I'm not no genius. I'm not the smartest guy on the block. But I will say, why wouldn't you just get a nigga his address, tell him to go to his crib while y'all was at the party, so you know he not home, get him the address, tell him to go in there, tell them what it loud at, and go about your business. How did him coming in to rob him for some loud turn into a body? Then you said he was still making noises, so you covered him up with a pillow to make sure that he checked. Then stole his guns, stole his loud, and tried to sell it. The same day she went on Facebook like, yeah, I got it for sale. What's happening? What the fuck?
That a woman brought upon herself was enough for her to arrange the cold-blooded murder of her boyfriend.
That was some of the sickest shit. The fact that we got a whole nother whoop right now, folks. That was something. And I just know this one gonna be crazier. Cause look at her. Look at her. Not her. Her. Look at her. And then look at her. Look at both of these motherfuckers. I know this crazy.
They were preteens who shared a friendship into adulthood. Tonight, one of them is accused of brutally murdering the other in Naperville, then dumping his body in Chicago. CBS 2's Chelsea Irving walks us through the investigation.
Do you know how far Naperville is from? That's like an hour.
A boy and a girl in middle school, forming a friendship that would last more than a decade. But prosecutors say that girl, now 21-year-old Cassandra Green of Rockford, would grow up to kill her friend.
Our next story involves an evil mother that convinced her son's girlfriend to backdoor her childhood friend. One day, in January of 2018, a woman named Cassandra Green was scrolling through social media when she saw an old childhood friend had made posts showing off money and drugs. The old friend that she saw was a man named Michael Almendarez. Cassandra was sitting next to her boyfriend named Ernest Collins and his mother named Candice Jones.
That's his mama, y'all.
Cassandra showed both of them the posts. The mother, Candice's eyes lit up as soon as she saw the post, as she realized she had a valuable target on her hands. She became fixated on robbing him for everything he had. Candice talked the couple into it, then sent them to rob Michael's...
The mama, listen to what was going on here. I hope y'all following this right now. The mama convinced her son and his girlfriend to backdoor they old childhood friend because he posted some money and some drugs on the gram.
Apartment on 4 different occasions, but they failed each time. Frustrated with the failure, she gave her son Ernest a gun and devised a new plan.
Wait a minute. Go back. Time out.
Candice talked the couple into it, then sent them to rob Michael's apartment on 4 different occasions, but they failed each time.
They probably couldn't get in.
Frustrated with the failure, she gave her son Ernest a gun and devised a new plan to try to rob Michael again and shoot him when he got in their car. Since Michael and Cassandra were childhood friends, they all knew that she could easily convince him to link up with her, and that's exactly what she did. On January 14th, 2018, at around 9:11 p.m., Michael received a message from Cassandra arranging for her to come pick him up in her car.
Bro,
Shortly
this is
after
so
receiving
bogus,
the message, Cassandra arrived at Michael's apartment and he hopped into her vehicle. Cassandra then drove around for 5 minutes when the boyfriend, Ernest, emerged from hiding in the back of the car
In the trunk,
and shot
probably.
Michael twice in the back of the head.
Why?
The couple then
Why? So you just popped out? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
traveled to the mother Candice's house in Chicago. There, they came up with a plan to hide the body. They placed Michael's body in a garbage can and then put the garbage can in Candice's garage. They later moved the garbage can to the garage of the vacant house next to her home. The following day, Ernest and Cassandra took Michael's keys and robbed his apartment. On January 14th, 2018,
now that he checked, they took his keys and went back to his apartment and robbed him. Do you know how sick you gotta be, folks? Do you know how sick you gotta be, folks? This is scary, gang. This is some of the scariest shit I ever seen in my life.
Naperville police officers responded to a call on Whispering Hills Drive regarding a missing Naperville resident.
Listen, I have a mentorship called the Mula membership where I'm going to teach you how to get rich with business, YouTube, crypto, stocks, financial literacy, credit, every single way. Now, I became a millionaire by the time I was 23 years old. I'm going to teach you step by step for only $50. Click the first link in the description right now and get added to my group chat where I'm going to give you one-on-one help to make sure you get rich in 2024. Click it right now. Stop tweaking because we got very, very, very limited spots and I don't want you to miss this bag.
After receiving this call, they launched an investigation into Michael's disappearance. His body wouldn't be discovered until several months later after police probed reports they received of a foul smell coming from a vacant home.
So they just left his body at the vacant crib, went and robbed him, and just stopped thinking about it. This is some of the sickest shit I ever seen in my life, folks. This is some of the sickest shit I ever seen in my life, man.
After a short investigation, all three defendants were identified and apprehended. Candice was taken into custody on February 6, 2019 in Chicago, while Ernest and Cassandra were taken into custody on February 4, 2019 in Rockford. Ernest was ultimately sentenced to 70 years in prison for murder and an additional 28 years for armed robbery.
There is a God. There is a God. You bogus, boy. For them grade. You bogus. You getting smacked again, folks. You bogus, folks. You gonna hop out like this motherfucker, like it's Splinter Cell, like it's 007, like this a GTA mission. Gang, you bogus, folks.
Candice received a 40-year sentence for murder and 21 years for armed robbery. Both were served
and 21 for arson, so you got 60.
Their time in the Illinois Department of Corrections. Cassandra got the least time of them all. She received a 21-year sentence after agreeing to plead guilty to 1 count of armed robbery with a firearm in exchange for her cooperation. A couple thousand in drug money was enough for a woman to arrange the murder of her childhood friend and a mother to convince her son to kill.
That's insane, bro. It's another one? Oh my God. What the fuck? It's another one? Oh my God. Bro,
the last story involves a woman that taunted her baby daddy's Opps, then leaked his address on social media to intentionally get him killed. In March of 2024, a woman going by the name Marlene Romero on Facebook made a shocking post on her account. She posted, "My baby daddy got the weakest Opps.
He just keeps coming home alive and untouched. And he snitched on half of y'all and he robbed half of y'all.
Anyways, he is not located in 4250 North Kimball. I repeat, he is not." Marlene clearly had bad
this is the most insane shit I ever seen in my life. It's just keep getting crazier and crazier, folks. Do your homework on crazy. I ain't gonna lie, folks. If I would have seen that goddamn post, oh my God, I would have been in New York. Nigga, I would have been in Canada by the time they got there. What the hell, folks? Ain't no way, boy. Boy, what Duke say? Boy, ain't no way, boy.
With her baby father, a man named Bernardo Romero. It's rumored that she stabbed him in the past, leading to an arrest. Shortly after Marlene leaked his location, Bernardo's ops would come after him. On March 17, 2024, Bernardo was on his front porch when two masked men on foot confronted him and pulled out their guns.
That's crazy.
They shot him 5 times in the chest.
That's crazy, bro.
The shooters then fled the scene on foot and drove away in a white SUV.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Do your homework on crazy, bro. This the coldest. I ain't got no words. I tried to get it out before it won't come.
Making this video, no arrests have been made, and the police have not officially linked Marlene's Facebook post to the murder. Chicago is truly a grimy city.
And then, for everybody that don't know, now we seeing 15-year-old little boys getting backdoor in their own crib. Another little boy came in his crib, unalived him, and ran up out of there. You get what I'm saying? We seeing that. We seeing little Chicago rappers. Like, Chicago is one of them places, for where, like, it'll really teach you, gang. This is why, like, you know, a lot of people don't, in Chicago, you ain't gonna see Chicago people friendly. We think friendly is really weird. Like, when I first came to Atlanta for my first time, when I first came to Miami for the first time, I'm like, why the hell everybody so cool, gang? Why the hell y'all let me hit the blunt? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Why the hell? You feel me? Like, Chicago nigga get nervous just from a girl liking him. Do your homework on liking him. You feel me? Chicago niggas get nervous on everything on bro grade. So, like, you really, it'll really teach you, like, for don't have no new friends, no nigga. If you ain't grow up with folks, if you don't know his mama, because even then you ain't safe, but at least you got the biggest chance of not getting backdoored. You feel me? I know his mama, he know my mama. We got pictures when we was 5, 6 years old. We've been kicking it this whole time. I'm just gonna keep kicking it with bro. You feel me? Type shit. But me, no. I ain't had no whole lot of friends, bro. Never, ever. Never, ever, gang. That shit was sick, though, for on bro grade. Rest in peace to the people that lost their life to them back doors, gang. You gotta close that back door. You can't get snaked out by these thotties.